Hello, welcome back to the Phreak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me once again for my Let's Play of Age of Decadence, where I will most assuredly die a horrible death this time. I don't know. Maybe I'll survive a bit longer. Hey, that looks like a bunch of leaves. I thought maybe that was a bunch of treasure. It looks more like leaves. The Undertaker! Business or pleasure? Inquires an old man sitting on one of the graves. What do you mean? Not the brightest torch, are you, boy? If you have business with me, then you're here on business. If it's pleasure of my company that you're seeking, then it would be pleasure. I guess business, then? Business it is. Well, then, let's get to it, shall we? It's 5 coins for a group grave. For those who are accustomed to the finer things in life and undoubtedly expect the same quality in the afterlife, they can have an individual spot for the low price of just 10 coins. Quite a deal, isn't it, my friend? Got it. What was the other option? The pleasure of my company, which isn't free, mind you, in what some might call the town's... some might call the town's historian. Dear goodness, guys. So if you're looking to educate your dumb self, look no further. 5 dead emperors, please. Yeah, yeah, I'll pay it. Much obliged, says the Undertaker, accepting the coins before expertly biting each one to test the gold content. So, Terran, a real pearl, isn't it? It has this rare quality that I have yet to find anywhere else. Of course, I haven't been anywhere else, born and raised in Terran, but still, from what I hear, it's nothing but a certifiable truth. Not really helping your case there, buddy. Like many towns, it started out as a camp. That's right, you heard it here first. The Imperial Army swept through this land like a tidal wave and washed away any soul that dared to oppose them. After that, the Legion stopped right here on this very spot that you now stand on. They made a proper camp with ramparts, stakes, and the works. That's right, they had a hot dog with everything on it, guys. No, okay. It was a clever strategy, seeing as how such camps were a series of stepping stones going in every direction, ensuring that the army was never more than a day away from the nearest base and supplies. See, back in the day, they really knew how to run things and make some sense out of them. You see, that's what we're missing today. So, out of all the camps in the area, this one was chosen to become a town, a foundation, a pillar of strength, a hold over the conquered territory. And guess what? We're still here. We're still holding the line. So many towns have crumbled into dust, yet Terran's still standing. Now that's something to be proud of, ain't it? So, what now? Thanks to the story. Now we stand until relieved. The Empire will rise again, and when it does, Terran will be restored to its former glory and will shine again. You'll see. You truly believe that? We are the scions of the Empire. It's in our blood. All we have to do is show the gods that we are worthy. That we still have the effing balls. Of course, I don't see it happening anytime soon, at least not while the lords are squabbling. Well, which house do you support, good sir? There is only one true house, and that's Daratan. Before the war, no house was mightier than or more decorated. The lords of Daratan have always stood one step behind the Emperor, which was the highest honor. Now it's up to Antitus to take a step forward and assume the mantle. What about House Aurelian or House Crassus? House Aurelian? When have they ever done anything? Ha! It was a third-rate house that never amounted to anything other than seizing Madoran. As for House Crassus, it was a house of magi, good for effing things up, but little else, you know? Seeing as how that magic is gone from the world, they're as useless as... as useless as tits on a bull, I like it. And how do you know all that? I used to serve a Lord Master right up until he died. He was a man of learning, a real scholar. He taught me letters so that I could serve him better and gave me scrolls to read. Now I'm an educated man, able to make a comfortable living. Thanks for the story. Yeah, you're kind of a creepy guy, if nothing else. Well, kudos to you. I'm sure there's something I'm supposed to be doing at this point. I have no idea what that something is. All I know is I declined to join up with the barracks, the guards, or what have you. And we were kind of wandering aimlessly around town. I'm sure that's probably not the best thing to be doing right now. So, instead of doing that, let's go to the palace, I think it was. And see if we can't get our way inside here. Whee! Sorry, the spinny thing, while cool, also not super useful. And what are you? You are Thessalos. Alright, we come on down this way and be like, what's up, guards? Yeah, I'm going to talk to the Emperor, or the Lord, or whatever it is. You're standing in front of the Daratan compound. A tall palisade of pointed stakes forms the perimeter of the compound, augmented by a regular armed patrol. There are two entrances that you can see, one leading to the main building, the other to the guardhouse. Unfortunately, both entrances lie in the shadow of the guard towers, manned by crossbowmen. We can talk our way in. Della looks tired, looks like a tired old scribe, proving that appearances are often misleading. At 17, he signed up as a caravan guard. It took him 3 years to realize that his father was wrong about honest work. Then he switched sides and started raiding the same caravans he guarded yesterday. 4 years later, the Merchants Guilds finally paid the Imperial Guards a king's ransom, which quickly solved the raiders' problem. Hundreds of dead raiders were nailed to Madoran walls, and a few lucky survivors were sent to the mines to work off their debt to the guild. For almost a decade, Dellar mined iron ore, fighting for food scraps and his life, until he managed to escape to Terran, where Antitus took him under his wing. Dellar watches you without expression. When you get close enough, he gestures for you to stop and studies you for a while. What do you want? He finally asks, as if he failed to guess what the purpose of your visit and is genuinely curious. Impersonate, you dare question a nobleborn? Step aside before I lose my patience. No. Master Fang has sent me to see Lord Antitus. He did he? Well, let me tell you how things work around here. I'm the one who gets to decide who sees the master. Call it a perk of my position. So far, you failed to convince me that you really need to see Lord Antitus. Antitus. Alright, Master Fang assured me that this map is very valuable and that Lord Antitus will want to see it. It's Master Fang's job to assure people that their junk is valuable, and it's my job to get proper tributes from those who seek an audience. Am I getting through here? What do you want? I can use your help in exchange. I'll let you in and even put in a good word for you. Don't you have your own people? Good question. You see, my people are valuable, while you, to put it bluntly, are not. Don't worry, I'm a good judge of talents, and since I don't see any, your task will be relatively simple. House Aurelian is digging into some old ruins not far from Terran. Apparently it was an old mining facility and some machines are still intact. They've even sent for Sohrab, which is bad news. He's an expert on old machines. If it has gears, he can fix it. We can't have that. The last thing we need is the Aurelians setting up shop in our backyard. So, what exactly do you want me to do? Whatever it takes to stop them. Killing always works, but if it's too plebeian for your sophisticated taste, try something else. Uh-huh. Can you give me any men? Della shakes his head. First, we don't know for sure what we're dealing with. I need all the men in case the situation isn't what it seems. Second, I'd like to see what you're capable of. You don't have a problem with that, do you? Well, is there anything else you can help, or I can help you with? Well, if you didn't like the first problem, you certainly aren't going to like the second one. A gang of raiders captured one of our nobles. Someone should go there and find out what the raiders want. Didn't they tell you what they want? Well, it's a funny story, actually. A few days ago, a raider walked in and started making demands, claiming his gang had captured a lord. We didn't take the bastard seriously and used him for target practice. Then it turned out that some distant relative of Lord Antitus is really missing. But it was too late. Now my men aren't very eager to go there and pay the blood debt. And you're sending me there. It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Well, very generous of you. Alright, I'll give it a shot. Well, that probably isn't the best of ideas. Alright guys, I need to adjust this. I'm sorry, but I think a lot of the settings have changed, and I feel like the music volume's just a little bit louder than I want it to be. That's probably good. Okay, well, we have all sorts of missions and things to do now. I don't know what specifically I need to do, but we have those things. Ah, here we go. Show the map, Lore Master's Rivalry, Lino's talk to the gate guards. Maybe I can do that one. There's a gate, right? Yeah, there is. Let's go to the gate. Alright, gate guards, let me talk to you. Daratan, gate guard. You see a group of road-weary travelers trying to enter Terran. Their clothes are ragged, and they have a look of desperation about them. You have to pay a levy to enter, explains the guard patiently, looking at one of the women with interest. We don't have any money, pleads one of the refugees. Our village was attacked. The raiders took everything. These are hard times, agrees the guard lazily. But we aren't running a charity here. If you want the protection of House Daratan, you have to pay. If you can't pay... He looks at the woman again. Please show us mercy, begs the man. We have nowhere else to go. Mercy, explodes the guard. Do you have any idea how much it will cost to maintain these walls? How many men-at-arms it takes to keep the town safe? Everything costs money, and if you don't have any, you're nothing but a dead, bleeping weight. With those words, he pushes the man back and turns around, indicating the conversation is over. What's going on here? Refugees, effing freeloaders, they think they're entitled to what we built here, like we need more beggars and thieves, the guard spits. So, you will let them starve and die outside the walls? Me? What am I? A lord of the effing gate? I was told to collect the levy from anyone who enters Terran. If I start making exceptions, I'll end up outside the walls myself in no time. Even if I did, then what? They come all the time. There are a lot of people out there trying to make it on their own. They think that all they need is a patch of land to call their own. Well, a patch of land ain't worth crap without rough men standing ready to crack a few skulls. He slaps himself on the chest. Yeah. So, those who survive end up here. If we start letting everyone in, we'll either have to feed them or we'll have a riot on our hands. That's just how it is. You tolerate thieves running a guild, but you can't let these people in? Thieves? They pay everyone. Plus, they bring cheap goods from Madoran and Ganazar. If you ask me, they keep this town running. And how much do they need to pay? 30 Imperials per head. There are 5 of them, so that's 150 Imperials. I'll pay you 100 Imperials. It's less than what you want, but we both know that nobody's going to get paid. No one's going to pay you 50 for them. Talk to the refugees. Pay the entrance levy. Let's talk to the refugees. Please help us, please the older man leading the group. I'll pay you back, I promise. I'm a smith. Look, he shows you his rough calloused hands. Help me, and I'll repay your kindness tenfold. Don't worry about it. Tenfold? Since the entrance levy is 150 Imperials, I want you to pay me 1,500 Imperials when you settle in. Well, that seems like a pretty... The man looks at his family and sighs. Yes, 1,500 Imperials if you pay the levy for us. Welcome to Terran. Hey, we're broke now. I'm in your debt, stranger, but I swear that it will be repaid. My name is... Whoa, what is that? Amolas? Sure. Amolas. Amolas? Look at me, or look for me at the market square. Or look at me. Look at me. Alright, let's talk to the other gate guard. You strike up a conversation with the Daratan guards watching the gate. There isn't a lot of traffic these days, so the guards are bored and take full advantage of the opportunity to talk your ear off. You fake a genuine interest and skillfully encourage the guards to impress you with their vast knowledge of the current affairs. Learning that the guards' pay has been cut again and that Flavius, the watch commander, has lost more than he can afford in a game of chance. They cut your pay? Necessary measures, they say. Necessary measures, my butt. They take because they can. I can't believe that the guards who risk their lives to protect us are underpaid. This is a real crime. The guards enthusiastically agree. You know what? I have a shipment leaving Terran in a few days. Instead of paying tax to the Commercium, I'll pay it directly to you. I think it's only fair. 10 Imperials each? So did Flavius pay his debt? Let's do this one. You seem like a nice sort, so we'll pretend we didn't hear what you just said. Well, that's fair. He can't pay. That's his problem. He doesn't have that kind of money. Where can I find him? In his tower? Where else? Thanks. Leave. Alright, well that didn't go super well. Slow day. Okay, well, does he... do I know where his tower is? Is this like a simple thing that we can do? I don't know where the tower is. Alright, let's take a look. Flavius's tower. I don't see it. Are we like outside? This is the outside of the... We can leave this place, right? No? No, we can't leave? Okay. Well, I thought perhaps... Well, do we know where Flavius's tower is? Because I would love to go over there and like hang out and be like, what's up, dude? Yeah, hey, I heard you have money troubles. Guess what? I'm broke as a joke, too. I know, it's crazy. Hey, there's the tower. That's an archer tower, though. I don't think that's what we want. Who are you? Where am I? Oh, that's me. Okay. I kind of look like I'm more of a guard than there. Well... Can we see here? Let's see. Report your findings to Linus. Where is he at? It's hard to keep track of people. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm a failure at this right now, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. I thought I walked into town already. Do we know where? Let's see. Where did we go first? Did we start in the Merchants Plaza? I feel like bad Juju Magumbo is going down. Where is Linus? Is there a way to... Active? Okay, can we... Hey, when you go there, how do I get to this place? Well, I guess this involves a little bit more memory than I have, so I'll probably have to look up some stuff along the way, guys. Simply because I don't play quite enough, or quickly enough to actually see what's going on. There's a blacksmith. Let's go talk to the blacksmith. I'm gonna look around, see if I can't find Linus, or Linos. Plaza Guard. Hey, there's our boy. Emilios Estevez. Yeah, I don't know where he's at. There's a gang member over there. That's kind of interesting, I guess. Hey, we're over here by the blacksmith. What do you have to say to me, good sir? You hear the blacksmith hammering away and doing random stuff. What can I do for you, my friend? I'm looking for some armor and possibly good advice. Good. Good is a very subjective word, my friend. What's good for one fighter may get another fighter killed. Look at this two-handed scimitar, for example. It's an impressive weapon, the undisputed king of swords. Its striking power is unmatched, but it comes at a price not everyone is willing to pay. It's too slow. Now, the gladius is a much lighter weapon. Its advantage isn't the power, but speed. Same goes for armor. Nothing beats heavy armor when it comes to protecting you in battle, but don't expect to be able to move very fast if you're wrapped in sheets of metal. Take a look at my wares and see if you can find something that fits your fighting style. Oh, I have a few dents in my armor. Can you fix it? It's gonna cost you. Show them the damage. Okay, repair. It's free, I guess. Nothing's really... Oh, there we go. 3. Alright, I guess we can afford that. A little bit of damage done to my shield there. That's not too bad. I'm still not 100% certain where Linos is. I assume maybe he could possibly be inside the thing? I don't know. Let's just get a little bit closer, because I thought he was like somewhere over here, wasn't he? He was inside the merchant's thing, I bet. Yeah, hustle, buddy, hustle. Yeah, there he... Yeah, look at that. I'm remembering things very, very, very slowly, guys. I do apologize. But hey, I figured it out. Sup, buddy? Yes? About the task you asked me to do. So what have you learned? I couldn't find anything. Leave now. Leave now. Okay, well, I was pretty certain I found stuff, but I just did this. Literally just did this. I don't... But then why would it tell me to go tell him what I found? It's evil. Oh, maybe I have to find that dude in his tower. I'm not sure where his tower is. Flavius. I don't know where he's at. But I'm sure he's somewhere. Alright, well... we have a few other things that we have to do. So let's take a look here. The Raiders. Visit the Raiders camp. Talk to the Raiders and see where they're at. Investigate the Outpost. Is there a way to leave this place? So I feel like we should be able to leave Shantytown. Hey, we're outside in Shantytown. Do we have a world map? We do. Oh, that's a world map, alright. There's Terran, there's a mining outpost, and there's a bandit camp. Well, let's go to the mining outpost, I guess. I believe this is a place that we needed to head. I don't know, we'll figure it out as we go, guys. There's a lot to learn as we go. Oh, this looks super dangerous to me. Sitting in the shadow of the mountain, the Aurelian outpost is protected from prying eyes by a tall wooden palisade that circles it. A guard watches you approach from atop a wooden guard tower, his high vantage point offering him an unobstructed view of the road leading to the camp. Another guard is posted at the entrance to the outpost behind a small barricade. Attack from a distance. Approach. Sneak. Wait until dark and get close to the palisade without being spotted. Let's just try approaching first. This area is claimed by House Aurelian, says the guard. Turn around and leave. A crossbowman in the watchtower takes aim, waiting for your reaction. I'm not here to cause trouble. I'm a skilled lore master. Would you have any work for me by chance? My name is Sorab. I've come to see the machines. Critical strike. Kill the guards. You'll worry about the crossbowmen later. I'm not here to cause trouble. Wait here. A few minutes later, the guard returns, followed by a Decanus with quick, suspicious eyes. Without wasting time on pleasantries, he shows you a small glass tube encased in elaborate metal framework. The tube contains what appears to be a constantly shifting liquid fire. Do you know what this is? I'm unfamiliar with such a wondrous device. Kill him. The fight will go a lot smoother if the man with the most experience will sit it out. I'm gonna go with this. Then you best be on your way, says Decanus, before turning around and walking away. Alright, well, I wasn't able to talk my way into this, but I definitely think that the crossbowman would have probably made my life somewhat miserable. I could technically kill two of the guards and then dealt with the crossbowman. I don't know. I'm not all eager to do super fighting tactics right now, guys. So you'll have to forgive me while I try to figure out some other ways of dealing with things. Let's go check out the bandit camp. This seems like this is going to be a horrible idea too, but hey, why not, right? Why not? Alright, well, I guess we're going to walk on over here, and bandit camp doesn't look like it has a whole lot of nasties. 4 guys total? I'm sure that could go 5 guys total. That could go really, really poorly for me as well. You enter a small camp in a forest clearing. Rough boards are nailed to nearby trees, form a crude perimeter fence. Inside the fence there are several patched up tents and a campfire and a metal cage hanging from a makeshift gallows. The cage is occupied by a roughened up man in a dirty tunic. Okay. Let's go up and talk to El Bandito. Talk to Esbernus. He's back there. Are you Esbernus? You are Esbernus. Hello, Esbernus. Speak with me. Several raiders in battered armor acknowledge your presence by getting up and loading their crossbows. Oh, that's comforting. A gray-haired man with a military posture emerges from one of the tents and assesses the situation. He barks some orders, swearing at his men and sending them to positions around the camp. Within moments, some semblance of military order is created. Satisfied, the leader turns his attention to you. The prisoner, hand him over. I have an important message for you. Wait for him to come closer and attack. I'm here to negotiate. We found this fine young man walking alone in these very dangerous woods. When he told us that he's the nephew of a local lord, we decided to keep him company and do our best to ensure his safety. I'm sure that his uncle would appreciate our help and reward us generously with 1,000 coins. I think that should be enough. I'll pass on the message. Try to convince them, says the raider. For his sake, he adds, nodding to the prisoner. Return to Delar. Okay, we'll return to Delar, I suppose. Maybe. Alright, well, we're back in town. Let's go teleport our way up to the palace and talk to Delar. Alright, buddy. I'm coming to you, man. You better be ready to give me my 1,000 coins. Alright, talk to Delar. About the bandit camp. Report. They want money, 1,000 Imperials. Out of the question. Paying ransom is a sign of weakness and an invitation for more troubles. We can't afford it at the moment. Okay, well, what do you want me to do then? Persuasion. The Raiders' leader understands that. Instead of asking for a ransom, he's asking for a reward for helping a noble in need and seeing him to safety. I think it would be easier to pay him than to put your men and the hostage at risk. And then what? What are we going to do? If they won't leave and take another hostage in a few weeks? A few weeks later, if another gang shows up attracted by the prospect of easy money, what do you want me to do then? Can you handle them? I don't think so. There are too many of them. Well, I guess we'll have to do it ourselves. You've seen the camp. What can you tell us about it? Not much. It's a small camp, fenced off. There are 2 ways in, well guarded. I saw 5 or 6 men, but there could be more. Delar's men are back in less than an hour. It didn't go well, says one of them grimly. We hit them hard, but they were ready and met us with several volleys of bolts. We've lost 5 men. Delar winces, but the raiders are dead. Tiberius was dead by the time we reached him. It's an effing disaster, says Delar. The old man will be furious. It takes a while for him to realize that you're still here. What do you want? Don't tell me you're dumb enough to hope for a reward. F off. Well, it's not my fault you sent me in to go kill 6 men by myself. What in the world are you thinking? And I don't want a reward. I want to be able to be let in to see this guy. What are you doing, Delar? Come on, buddy. We'll go way back. Not really. We'll talk to Delar. I heard you used to raid caravans? I did. What of it? What can you tell me about it? Find yourself something to do, Bumpy McSquiggums. Well, let's talk about something else. Nothing at the moment. Alright, well, we're kind of shut out right now. We're having a pretty bad time. And things aren't going super well. Thessalos. What do you need here? Nothing. Alright, well, this is not going well for us. I have to say we're having a little bit of a problem. Hey, there's a preacher and several people that are being preached to. Well, good for him. Well, I guess we can go back to the inn. Nah, let's go talk to Fang. I guess I can deal with the new lore master problem that he's running into. Alright, about your problem with Cassius. How much will you pay me? 50 Imperials. It's a deal. Alright, I guess I'm going to head out of here and go back to the inn and just have to deal with it, I guess. It's not going super well for us, but hey, it is simply what it is, right? Alright, let's go in here, and... Storyteller... Cassius. Hello, sir. 42-year-old Lord Master Cassius, contemptuously called Young Cassius by his gray-haired colleagues, has never understood the appeal of digging through dirt and ruins like a rat. Instead, he preferred to spend his time among neatly preserved scrolls, studying the work of many prominent lore masters of the antiquity and hundreds of accompanying commentaries he considered indispensable. Master Cassius was working on his second tractate? I don't know. Analyzing manifestations of the divine will in year 4052 when Antitus' emissaries invited him to Terran. Cassius arrived early and was getting tired of waiting when you showed up and graced him with your attention. Is there something you want? Lord Antitus has sent me to escort you. Follow me. Lure him into an abandoned house. Alright, how about I take him to Lord Antitus? We can try that. Delar, what do you want? I'd like to introduce you to Master Cassius, who is a personal guest of Lord Antitus. Master Fang asked me to kill him, but as soon as I learned that Lord Antitus was involved, I immediately thought... You thought that Lord Antitus would pay you more to keep Cassius alive. You gain new insight, which can be used to increase your skills. Yeah! And word of honor decreased. Well, Can I speak to Lord Antitus? Didn't we talk about it already? I thought I've already proven my value, not at Cassius. You've proven that you have enough common sense to know what's good for you, nothing more. Persuasion plus charisma. Common sense is a rare commodity these days. You're lucky Fang asked me and not some thug who would have slit Cassius' throat without thinking. All I'm asking for is 2 minutes of your lord's time. I think we're going to fail. Prove your value and I'll give you 10 minutes. Alright. Can I just kill him? Well, I tried it and I failed, which is not great. And now Fang is probably not super thrilled about it. Now, you know what? I'm just going to come back later. Alright. Well, guys, I think I've run in circles enough and failed at pretty much everything I've attempted to do so far. But okay, that's part of the game. That's part of the learning process. You guys can laugh at me, tell me everything I've done wrong if you feel so inclined to do so, but I'm still having fun with it, guys, either way. And until the next episode, you're just going to have to deal with my failures and shortcomings, and hopefully I get to surprise you all in the next episode. Either way, until then, my name's Bumpy McSquiggums. Thank you for stopping by the Phreak Show, and I will see you later.